So I wanted to give you a few strategies on falling asleep. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this course was not intended for clinically diagnosed insomnia. But again, I do feel like I want to share with you these strategies to help you fall asleep. But again, this is not a health claim or what sort, in some sorts. So strategy one is really about the external brain. And what I mean with the external brain is that you avoid a racing mind by writing everything down you need to do the next day before you sleep. Because personally, I have a very busy life and I have a racing mind every time that I was in bed, right? I was thinking about, oh, I need to do this and this and this, and I started to feel anxious. I started to feel stressed. Whereas it was the moment that I just stepped into bed and it was intended to be peaceful. I needed to calm down. And by putting it on paper, it really made me feel safe because it was on the paper. So there was no need or no added value of thinking about it during the night. And I could just focus on falling asleep. So you can either use a notebook and write down everything you have in your minds, or use whatever you prefer to be conscious about what's happening. But for me, a notebook works out perfectly. There's also something that I use, which is the 5-minute journal. And I will put down a link below, and it's basically a template that describes a few questions that you can answer in order to make it more easy to come up with the things you need to do, the things that you're grateful for, and also reflect on the day and get a more positive attitude. It really, really helps you to get a calm mind. So strategy two is really about avoiding mind racing activities, right? Be introspective. What activities do you engage in that wire you? Identify them and avoid them. For me, for example, I used to read non-fiction business books before going to bed, and it really got me excited about all sorts of ideas. So I was not able to fall asleep because my mind was racing and I was so enthusiastic about all the ideas that I came up with, but it really prevented me from sleeping. So now I read fiction books or biographies, and those are also entertaining, but they don't energize my brain that much, right? So they make me more sleepy. So for yourself, write down what kind of activities you do prior to bed that really, yeah, encourage these mind racing activities, right? And try to avoid them. The third strategy is about creating a state change. So after 30 minutes of restlessness, stop lying in bed, right? Just get out of there. Perform an activity to change your state of mind and extract yourselves from the frustration and anxiety that you can't fall asleep. So for me personally, I would get out of bed and I would read a book downstairs or make myself a cup of tea until I started to feel tired again. Because sleep should not be an obsession, right? Sleep should come natural. And in case you feel restless, why bother yourself and keep saying to yourself, I need to sleep now, I need to sleep now. It's better to accept it. Just get out of bed and drink a cup of tea, and then after a while you'll start to feel sleepy naturally again. And I know this can be hard, but it's way better than frustrating yourself when you are in bed and not able to fall asleep. So I also wanted to give you these tips that can really help you in your pre-bedtime routine, right? The ritual that goes and happens prior to bedtime. So the ones that I found very effective are, for example, meditation. You can use apps like Headspace or Calm to help you with that, and I will put down a link in the description below. You can do some stretching or go for a nighttime stroll. But the fifth one is what I personally do, is that I take a hot shower, right? 60 to 90 minutes before bed. You could probably already guess why that one is very helpful to sleep faster. You know it, right? Exactly. It's because of the body temperature. Because taking a hot shower increases your body temperature during the day. The moment you go to bed 90 minutes later, your body temperature will lower, and therefore the temperature drop is bigger, and this enhances deep sleep.